Eka Juniasi Dewi. Now, me and my friends would like to presentation our homework about business plan. And me as the marketing in this business plan. We have a plan to build a restaurant with a Korean theme, which will be located on Tirtagangga Street, Renon, Denpasar, Bali. And we will give the name Bulgogi Bali. Bulgogi is a typical Korean meat menu, and we think Bulgogi is very unique as a restaurant name because there is a Korean identity, and of course, it makes it easier for people to know the type of this restaurant. Everything is Korean, from the food, the atmosphere, the decoration of the restaurant, and also Korean style staff uniforms. And we also have a plan to collaborate Korean culture with Balinese culture as a concept for our restaurant to make it look more unique and different from the other restaurants. Why we choose Korean theme? First, because Korean is expected to continue to develop and will not be dim in the near future. In addition, due to the prevalent Korean fever in Indonesia, it gave me the idea to open the restaurant that serves Korean food and drink with a blend of Balinese specialties. And not only providing Korean food in the form of a full course, but also we will providing the traditional food of Koreans and of course with the traditional food of Balinese with an affordable price. And all menus have a distinctive Korean taste using the original Korean spices, but also use Balinese spices so as to produce a unique taste and remain friendly on the tongue of customer, especially for Indonesian people. The plan, this restaurant will open next month with operating hours starting from 10 in the morning until 10 in the evening, with market segments for students, teenagers, and other K-popers. Every customer who comes can use the free Wi-Fi facility provided, and we will also provide some typical Korean culture clothes for rent and can be used as photo spot. And the most interesting that every Saturday night at 7 p.m. until closing, we will provide live screens in the form of Korean drama films, and the guests can enjoy their dishes while watching Korean dramas. And for our target customers are 99% local guests. But we want to develop this business with cooperation through travel agents, business, guide, and many others to get foreign tourists. With that, of course, we will promote this restaurant on various social media, such as on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and the web. We also accept reservations, walk-in guests, and takeaway system. And of course, we will also be available on the Gojek, Grab, for those who cannot visit our restaurants. Thank you very much for the attention and the time given. And now, my friends will continue the presentations. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Widia. Today, I would like to continue my friend's presentation about marketing. Our restaurant will provide Korean food which are very popular around the world, like bulgogi and tteokbokki. Bulgogi is a typical Korean meat menu, which is rich in spices and the first glance looks like yakiniku. Tteokbokki is a Korean rice cake with spicy gochujang sauce. For the food ingredients, we will import directly from South Korea. The food that we produce will have a very distinctive taste with South Korea itself. Our restaurant will be different from the others because we combine Korean and Balinese culture together. In our restaurant, starting from the furniture, we will use 100% authentic Balinese product. And the outside design of our restaurant will also use Balinese carving design. In our restaurant, apart from the product, there will be some furniture and paintings on display at the restaurant which are imported from South Korea. Why? Besides, we provide the food with authentic Korean flavors and also provide an experience for visiting guests to enjoy the atmosphere of Bali and Korea mixed together. For the service, we will provide take-out service and American service. We will hire an experienced Korean native to be the head of the kitchen in our restaurant. We will also provide a place to rent traditional Korean foods inside the restaurant. Guests who come to our restaurant, they can eat dishes using traditional Korean clothes that they rent. If a guest complains about the food being served, we will come to apologize and replace the dish with a new dish and give it away for free.
Hello everyone, my name is Resa. Today I would like to continue my friend's presentation. The first one, today I am the accounting. I will presentation about financial planning, set menu, and the last is how to manage finances. The first one is I would like to present a presentation about the financial planning. Usually the initial capital the mostly spent on the land acquisition, location improvement, and the recruitment kitchen equipment. However, moving into a permanent restaurant space will reduction initial cost rather than creating one from scratch. This will reduce the risk of constructions complication that could lead to delayed opening of the restaurant. If we rent restaurant location, consider the cost of the security deposit, first month's rent, and the first month's utility. The rental price offer also variance depending on the location and size of the area. Also need to consider costs that do not include rent, such as tax, permits, insurance, and boarding related costs. In addition, consider the cost for meeting such as table, chairs, necessary decoration, plates, and other kitchen utensils. You need to choose the equipment you need carefully so that it will last a long time, so you don't have to replace it. Now, customers choose the destination restaurant based on the atmosphere and the overall dining experience. So here is an interior design for the aesthetic decoration choices, as well as to design a space to invite loyal customers to come. Therefore, we choose the interior that is more oriented towards Korean culture. In addition to food staff, we need to negotiation with the exciting market to provide full sellers in order avoid to sudden increase in good, be getting 20% profit. Besides that, the financial budget will also use for do marketing or the advertising on several used the media social such as Instagram, Facebook, and also banner. And I would like to continue in the second. That is the set price. For the set price, it will be made the restaurant manager, but accounting will calculation the profit that it can take 20% profit without add the tax. For the example, is we have the 24,000 rupiah in the set menu, and the last we add a 10% tax for the end equipment. And the third, I would like to explain you about how to manage finances. To manage finances, what we have to do is 1. Make a cost budget to find our fixed cost. And the second is review the restaurant business every day. This can be used later in analyzing how too many customers come every day. What are the actual expenses at the restaurant every day and others? The result of the review can also be used to ensure that the funds for the determining expenses are used properly. And the third is make cash flow report regularly. And the last is track our finances flow at any time in our restaurant. As a restaurant owner, ask regularly to monitor daily finances of total income, cost of ingredients, gross income, cash flow, and other financial report. It's all my presentation. Will be continue, my friends. Thank you.
Thank you for focusing on us with our presentation. Let me continue the previous presentation of my friend. How do we start to promote our business on social media? How do we do this? Alright, we would like to start first with an Instagram because this platform is mostly used by teenagers which are most interested in Korean cuisine. And from the Instagram advertisement, we set the target based on age, gender, what they are like, and also locations. Therefore, when we were promoted, our promotion would be appear in their timeline. And we think like it's more efficient because we get the target based on what we want. And from the previous experience in operating business, we have used this way in creating a brand name and it succeeds. At least we use this way for our restaurant, at least can be known in Bali first. And then, where's the idea to make this business come from? Alright, we have survey about Korea trends in Indonesia and it's still on popularity since 2006 until now. And we think like the trend will be long, so that's why we're planning to make Korean restaurant in Bali. Besides, we have watched some Korean street food on YouTube, which is has lots of viewers. I think it's more popular, so that's why we start. And from the finance, we start by collecting the profit that we get from our other businesses. So before we have 5 restaurants in Bali, which is offering Western cuisines, the profit of this restaurant we used to make Bulgogi Bali. So Bulgogi Bali would be the first Korean restaurant that we have. And totally after Bulgogi Bali finished, we have 6 restaurants and we able to promote each other of our restaurant by presenting video concept of each restaurant that we have in every restaurant that we have. So it will be minimize the cost that we need for promotion. And for the plan, what is our future plan? We have long-term plan that we don't stop. It means we would like to try to develop this business like our previous business to become bigger, popular, at least can compete with others business in Bali, in Indonesia. And also one thing that I can tell you is we give those investors which is joining us, we give advice to operate the operation as well. And also we give them to share their idea to make this restaurant to become bigger and better than now. So that's the benefit that you get by joining us. Thank you.